Hi, hello, and welcome to yet another episode of IPL Tidbits with Sid, Sash, and Kar. And we have our usual suspect, Manas, over here. Hi, Manas.
Hi Karthik.
Yeah,
Hi
how's it?
Shaz.
Hi Manas.
All
Nice to
right,
see you
so
back.
we are here for a Super Sunday, having watched two wonderful matches on a Super Saturday. First things, Manas, um, Royal started off pretty well, isn't it? 21 for 2. Okay, with Shikhar Dhawan back in the hurt, Prithvi Shaw back in the
You
hurt.
mean Delhi Capitals?
Uh,
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Sorry.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fine. Fine.
yeah. And then it's like Shreyas Iyer, ex-captain, and Rishabh Pant, the current captain. So what a wonderful partnership that was.
Yeah, definitely. Like when you have the openers
Hmm.
go out early, sorry. Uh, Pant started with a positive intent and eventually got out to face. But that partnership with Shreyas Iyer was really important for the team. Shreyas Iyer also played a gritty inning, and in that blistering heat, like imagine playing in 39 degrees. He got the DC to a commendable total. And yeah, that partnership was the one most important part of that inning because otherwise it wouldn't have been possible to get to that total. And with the attack that DC has, it was they could go into the second half quite confidently.
So,
So
Shash, you think
mm,
they're complementing each other pretty well? Captain, ex-captain, they seem to be enjoying each other's company.
Yeah. I think they are going about quite well. I don't think they have that feeling of the captain or ex-captain because you do generally have that, right? Because Rishabh was a forced captain because of
Hmm.
Shreyas's injury. But now when he's come back, I think the transition has been smooth, and their partnership was crucial for Delhi to post that innings. But what I feel was the whole game was going like in a slow motion, like if
Hmm.
you see, like RR were just not able to get on with the run rate, is what I feel. And eventually they ended up falling short by quite a substantial margin.
Hmm.
So credit should be given to them.
So as Shash said, right, when it felt like, the game was very one-sided, and by the time RR was chasing, right, I think by the end of sixth over, seventh over, we already know. But Manas, I think credit should be given to the Delhi Capitals bowlers, isn't it? Avesh
yeah,
Khan, Nokia, Rabada. I'm sure it's one of the best bowling attacks this IPL.
definitely. And upon that, you're chasing such a small target. 150 is not that big also. So yeah, Rabada and Nokia already has some fastest balls in this season as well.
Hmm.
So there, when you obviously RR, the top order is like full of youngsters, and when you're facing such bowlers like Rabada and Nokia, then definitely you'll be a little nervous. And RR has been unpredictable as always.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
So,
the one time Sanju Samson found a little bit of form, he didn't have any partners to accompany with him.
hmm.
That was the reason why they ended up falling short.
All right. So that's a good thing for RR that Sanju Samson has found some form, but probably too little, too late. And Delhi Capitals are looking ominous. They are back to the top of the table playing that cat and mouse game with CSK. But when the first match was one-sided and slow, the second match was completely opposite, wasn't it, Shash? Okay. I mean,
Yes.
125 in Sharjah, you thought it was going to be a very, very one-sided match again. But then knowing the two teams, it was a last ball finish. Talk about that.
Yes, it was a low scoring thriller, as you mentioned. I
Mm-hmm.
must question, was it the same Sharjah pitch that we played last year? Definitely not, because the pitch seems to have changed quite a bit. Maybe
mm,
the surface has been relayed, and it
mm,
seems like it is on the slower side. Scoring has
mm-hmm.
not been that easy, even though the boundaries are small.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say, I think it wasn't the same pitch that CSK and Bangalore played the previous night.
Yeah, I think probably it's a
So
adjacent
the,
pitch.
the
Yeah.
batsmen were generally struggling, and
Mm-hmm.
if you bowl your slow ones and take a pace off,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's quite difficult. And Punjab batsmen are generally on the aggressive side. If you talk about Chris Gale or Nicholas Puran,
Mm-hmm.
and they just couldn't get going. But I think credit to their bowling to bring them back in the game, and they were able to defend a reasonably small total.
Mm. So yeah, we have to give credit to their bowling. But Manas, tell me that okay, we are so used to Punjab snatching defeat from the jaws of victory, but yesterday it looked like they were down and out, and they snatched victory. So interesting team to look for in the coming matches.
yeah, they also made quite a few changes. Like Ravi Bishnoi, I don't know why he was benched even. Like he is such a good bowler. He has got such good numbers against big teams like CSK. Okay, he doesn't take wickets in every game, but then he does have a good economy in all the matches he has played, almost every match. And then Ellis also came in. He also bowled good yesterday.
Yeah, it was his
So
IPL debut, wasn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
and
And he actually
first
delivered a
few
superb over. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah.
Yeah.
So in the first few overs also you saw how Punjab didn't bowl even a single loose delivery, and yeah, I think Punjab was good, but it's the fault of SRH batsmen. They were just giving away the wickets. Like you have such a small total, all you do have to do is rotate strike. But instead, Kedar, Manish, everyone is trying to hit, even Samad.
Yeah.
So yeah, both
So,
played
No,
okay, but Punjab bowling was a little tight. Yeah.
so it looked like
yeah,
what
I think
Sunrisers Hyderabad were actually helping to increase the TRP of the match,
I
isn't
think
it?
that to add to Manas's point,
Mhm.
they should have been a little smarter, try and rotate the strike rather than because it's just 6 runs per over. They're playing a lot of dot balls, and then obviously the pressure is increasing. How much would the run rate increase? I don't think it ever went above 7.5 in the entire innings.
Not
It
at all.
was well within their grasp. They had done a pretty good job with the ball. It's
Mhm.
just that it just shows how low they are on confidence,
Right.
in terms of the batting unit.
All right. So I mean, I know like sometimes when you're having an off season, right? You're having a completely off season. But I want to end this match by talking about that one guy. Okay. How much can one person do? 3 for 19 of 4 overs.
Yeah.
Okay. And when the team was down and out, he scores a 47 of 29 balls with 5 sixes. So talk about Jason Holder, Shash. What a match he was having.
Yes, it was the ideal match for him, you would say, contributing with the ball. He got the initial breakthroughs in the power plays for them as well. I mean, he did whatever he could from what was possible from him because everyone else struggled with the bat, and he was the only guy who was able to clear the boundaries as well. So it was unfortunate that he did not get the required support in the end. If they had been a little smarter, they might as well have chased down the target. Uh, yeah, I mean, it's not often that a person who from the losing team gets a man of the match, but I think he did deserve it for his performances
I'm
overall.
sure there was no other deserving candidate. So Sunrisers are out of the competition, unfortunately, with 5 matches still to play. But Manas, the table looks very exciting, isn't it? Like I think there are 4 teams with 8 points. So I think the third, fourth position is going to be a big fight between 5 teams.
Yeah, so last year it was we were in a similar situation, and we even saw a team qualifying with I think 12 points or something, like 14
Yeah.
points or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this time again it's in a similar situation, and I think net run rate will play an important role this time. So the team should look to chase fast. That's what KKR is doing. They're chasing quite comfortably, and like you saw, they were on second last position, and suddenly they're in the top four. So yeah,
Right.
the points table can turn anytime, and any team who is in top four can go down, and any team can come back, except SRH, of course.
Yeah. Which actually makes today's matches very, very interesting. And on that note, I would like to take you to a Super Sunday. And the first match is going to be between CSK and KKR. Hold on, guys. Okay, so I'm not going to ask you any questions. Okay. Today we have a super exciting guest joining us. Okay, she's a super fan of CSK, and let's welcome to our show. Let's just give it a second when she's joining in.
Oh, there she
Hi.
is.
Yeah,
Hello.
there she is.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, Suzanne. How are you?
I'm good. How are all of you?
We are all good.
All good,
All
all good. Okay, so for all the millions of our viewers, okay, who are just
Yeah, we'll get there.
yeah, who are
We'll
just
get there someday.
yeah. I mean, we're just waiting for a show. Why don't you just say hi? Okay.
I am the lucky fan who's got a chance to do it.
No. I mean, to be very honest. Okay, all right. For all our viewers, she's a friend. She's a very, very good friend of ours, Suzanne, and she's a big time IPL fan, we should say, and a big time Chennai Super Kings fan, we should
Yes.
say. So here she is to give a fan's perspective of today's match. So, Suzanne, excited about today's match?
I am very excited for today's match. I think both teams are super strong. They've won both their matches in the second leg. So I'm really excited to see who's going to win this one, and of course, hope it is the men in yellow.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I mean, Suzanne, that's the interesting part. Isn't it? Two teams in red hot form. Okay, two teams have beaten two strong sides, Mumbai Indians and RCB. Okay,
yeah,
so I'm sure, right? If today CSK wins, they're going to
yeah.
go into the playoffs. So that makes it even more exciting, isn't it?
I can't wait. But I'm sure they will win. I mean, that's my hope. But yeah, like you said, of course, the match with RCB was very easy for KKR because they just scored a 92. But
Mhm,
the one with Mumbai, in which they chased
mhm.
155 in 15 overs, I think that was a
Yeah.
little scary for CSK. But that's
Yeah.
something they need to look out for. So yeah.
So you have any plans on how to get KKR out? I mean, we saw that, what, Iyer is playing well. Russell is set to come up with some goods and all. You have any plans,
Yeah.
Susan, from a fan's point of view?
I have no plan but to pray to all the gods and to telepathically tell Dhoni that not like he needs to be told anything. He is, of course, captain cool. But
Mhm.
I have no plans to do anything. I just have plans to enjoy the match and pray and scream at the TV
Uh-huh.
and do all of that when the match happens.
All
So,
right. And all that wearing that yellow as well.
yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right, Shash. Talking
Yeah.
about KKR, right? So I think they would just like to continue what they were doing, right? Like probably have get a pep talk from Bas. Okay,
Mhm.
go in and just go all crazy.
Yeah, it certainly seems a very exciting prospect, this game, like two balanced teams, I would say, and they're pretty high on form as well. So, yeah, KKR have been doing a demolition job, if I have to put it, because they've been not only winning, but they've been winning it convincingly at the same
Mm-hmm.
time.
Mm,
So, I think they would like to carry the same form forward, but it'll be not so easy against the informed CSK as well.
mm,
So,
mhm.
CSK will always benefit with the batting depth. So that'll be interesting to see, definitely.
Exactly. So Manas, I'm just going to do something interesting. Okay, I'm going to make you the captain of CSK. Okay, for a change, just to see how you
Okay.
think. Okay, so what do you do against this guy Venkatesh Iyer? Okay, I mean, because we discussed last time, right? He's like rugged and he comes like a superstar. Okay, and he's just smashing everything. So how do we get him out?
I actually don't have any answer for that. And yeah, MS Dhoni, he has the brain power. He can think, and like how we got Virat Kohli out last game by telling Bravo to bowl 6 different balls. He'll have some trick up his sleeve, and I think he might get Venkatesh Iyer out early in this match. But yeah, it'll be exciting to watch him. And like earlier, we used to be excited. It'll be Dhoni versus Karthik or something. This time, I think it's like Ruturaj versus Iyer. This time, something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll
So
be we'll have to watch how the top order performs from both the teams. Yeah.
So Susan, you know what? That's a good thing for Indian cricket, isn't it? Because we always build like, what, the Russell versus Pollards and Dhoni versus Kohli. But now we are actually talking about, what, Rutraj
Dhoni.
versus Venkatesh Iyer. So I think it
Yeah.
augurs well for Indian cricket, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. All the new folks, the young guys, whether it's Gaikwad, whether it's Devdutt Padikkal, whether it's, these young folks, they're just fab. And I think it's much more, I mean, of course, seeing a Dhoni or a Kohli play is, of course, interesting. But when the new guys come out, it's just even more fun. And it's great to see them doing so well.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it
So,
sort of serves the purpose of the IPL, right? If new
mm,
talents emerge, then you have that many more options for the national team as well. So that's one of the reasons why I look forward to IPL every season, when new talents are being thrown into different situations.
and probably that's one of the reasons why India has become a powerhouse, okay, in cricket as well. So we're all excited for the afternoon match, 3:30. I'm sure Susan is going to get all her lunch and snacks and everything and going to go all crazy. But we have another super exciting match between two super teams, and I'm sure Shash and Manas cannot wait for that match. It's the
It's a
Mumbai
definite
Indians.
super Sunday today.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's a Mumbai Indians taking on the Royal Challengers of Bangalore. Manas, second leg, both teams have had poor starts. So I'm sure they would want to make amends.
Yeah, definitely. Both are like similar teams. Both the top order getting some runs for the team, and then the middle order collapsing. The only edge that Mumbai Indians has is their like bowling attack, which RCB doesn't have.
Mm,
And I think some changes in the RCB playing 11 could change the game for them. But
Mhm.
as always, it's been a struggle for RCB to get their playing 11 right. So I
Hmm.
don't know what they'll do today. Maybe get in George Garton or something.
Hmm.
Really unpredictable how they'll go.
Which country is he from?
I think England.
Okay.
He's
Is
played
he an
some
opening
county.
batsman?
Or probably Singapore, Malaysia.
For
Okay,
Singapore,
yeah.
we already
We
introduced Tim
already have,
David,
is
right?
it?
So
All right, all right. So I'm sure, okay, that will probably a change of personnel and see if it works for RCB. Talking about change of personnel, Shash, Hardik Pandya looks all set to play today. I
okay,
think that's the news that I'm hearing. So you think that
okay.
would strengthen Mumbai Indians' fragile middle order?
Yeah, that will definitely give them a boost if he's
Mhm,
there in the playing 11.
mhm,
Whether he will bowl is another thing that is to be seen, because I think he's just come off from an injury concern. Uh,
mhm,
so that will be interesting to see. But otherwise, as Manas mentioned, I mean, what are the changes that RCB bring in? Because too much chopping and changing of the team is also not going to
mhm,
like help the confidence of the players as well.
mhm.
So that is what is to, because they need to get their batting right. They're not able to post competitive totals.
Right.
So that is one area of concern currently.
But I mean, to be very honest, right, I think everybody's due for a big score, right? ABD, you take Maxwell, and even you take Rohit Sharma, you take Quinton de Kock. I mean, from both sides, right? I think
Yeah.
everybody is due, and probably now that we're getting into the business end of the competition, so this is going to be a very, very interesting match today. And to wrap it up, Suzanne, you live in Mumbai, you work there, okay? You've been in Bangalore, you did your college there. Okay,
Yes.
so kind of confused, or you have a clarity. Who are you rooting for?
Absolutely. I do not want Mumbai to win. They've always been CSK's biggest competitors. So
Okay, we
no
have
way.
another RCB supporter in this place.
Yeah. After CSK, I also want to say that if CSK doesn't win, I would want to see the trophy in RCB's hands. I think they deserve it once, and definitely if it's Kohli's last year as captain,
Captain.
I think it's due
Exactly.
that he picks up that trophy at least once.
Exactly. I'm
Okay.
sure he deserves it, right? I think for all that he has done as a player, I know there's a lot of criticism about his
Yeah.
captaincy and stuff, okay? But I think as a player, he deserves it.
Yeah, he
So,
deserves it. Yeah.
so it's going to be Rohit versus Kohli. I mean, probably the current captain versus the
Versus
future
the
Future.
captain
The future
of
captain.
India.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a super Sunday, folks. Okay, enjoy the two matches and do not forget to participate in our contest. So yesterday for the first match, we had only one right entry.
Okay.
So the winner for the contest is Nishit Koti.
Okay.
Congratulations. Big round of applause for Nishit Koti. And for the second game, no surprises. Okay, it was Jason Holden. We had around 11 entries. I think that's one of the maximum that we have got.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
11
That's
right
good.
entries. Okay, and I've got lot. Oh my God, chits have fallen down. Okay, let me just put all the chits back. Yes. Okay. All right. So let's see who the winner is. One among the 11. Who is it? All right. So here we have the
Okay.
winner. Suzanne, why don't you announce this?
Revati Revu.
Yeah, so Revati Revu is the winner for the second match for predicting Jason, or as Manas would say it, Jason Omar Holder. Okay, all right, guys. Well done, Nishit Koti. Well done, Revati Revu. Congratulations. You will be getting our vouchers. And remember, this is going to be the link to predict the man of the match. Okay, for both the matches. Remember, you will have to predict before the start of each match. So, the second innings of each match. And we also have one thing. So, Manas, I heard that you yourself are conducting a contest, right? You want to talk about it?
Yeah, so we have an app called the Mechanical app, and on that also during IPL we usually bring in contests.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want, you can search on the Play Store the Mechanical app, and you can play the contest. Like you can visit the contest section on it, and you can play the contest. It will be something like prediction. Today's question is predict how much will Virat Kohli score, and depending on that, you'll get vouchers, Amazon vouchers.
Okay,
Oh,
so
nice.
yeah, so we will put the links. Yesterday, I participated in the contest. I predicted Virat Kohli will score 9 runs today. Okay, so
Why?
He
no,
is
That's
not playing against CSK, man.
no, because
Why the
my
hate?
prediction was right. Okay, so when Jasprit opens the bowling or bowled, like I'm sure, like he will hit in a couple of boundaries. He will
Uh-huh.
go for the third one and he will get out. So that is
It's
why I
not a
have
test match, bro. This is a T20.
with some weird calculation, I predicted it as 9 runs. Okay, so hopefully I win that contest, Manas. So
we hope that you lose.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I thought it was against CSK, so I was excited, but no, it was against Mumbai. So I hope you're wrong, Karthik. I hope
Exactly. Yeah.
he
So
scores at
let
least
Virat scores a
50.
century.
50.
Okay,
Yeah.
and we will put the link for Manas's game here as well. So if at all you manage to watch it till the last, so Manas, that's our thing. Okay, if somebody participates in this game newly, that means people have watched it till the last.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, folks. Enjoy your Super Sunday and take care. Cheers, folks.
Yes.
Cheers. Bye, everyone.
Bye.